Now I'm going to go to the brushing phase, and again I'll use this bronze brush, and you may notice it's like, well, you just kind of cleaned out the base, so wouldn't you have dirt on there from when you originally cleaned it out? Sure, there's a high probability, but guess what? I'm not buying two of these things because these are like 25 bucks a piece, or right? Actually, I think they're like 40 bucks or something. So I'm just using a one, but again, I know what I'm working with, and there's so much wax on here that whatever kind of debris that may have been gathered in here is going to, work its way out just because I'm going to be brushing so much wax. So here we go. Okay, so the overriding belief is that tip to tail, you brush in one movement from the front to the end. But you saw me scrubbing. I am literally scrubbing. The idea that you can only go in one direction I think is kind of ludicrous, because the fibers, when they come up, this kind of violent back and forth movement is essential in clearing some of those fibers out, as well as clearing in the little spaces in between fibers to getting the back end. If you only go in one direction, there's no way you're ever going to get that little bit that's on the other end of the brush. So yes, I scrub back and forth. However, I always finish going from tip to tail in that direction, so that in theory all those fibers are lying down in the direction of travel with your ski. And I'm going to just go to a finish brush from that. It's a real soft nylon brush. It's these like tiny little blue things, and do a handful of passes just to finish the waxing off. And in all reality, that ski is done. You can totally use like a really fine Fibertex thing to get the last bit, or some Fiberline just to get whatever flakes, whatever small tiny parts off. I don't care about any of that. It's just, it's too much. That's too much. So, for my purposes, when I'm going out to train or when I'm going out to ski for fun, that's about all I'm going to do. I'm going to brush them a couple of quick times to clean them out. I'm going to go ahead and put wax on, iron it in, do it to the next ski. I'm going to clean the groove out, check the edges with that groove tool. I'm going to scrape it with the flat scraper, use a pretty good amount of pressure with the bronze brush to get the majority of the wax out, and then I'm going to go over a couple times with the finish, and that's it. I've honestly spent probably twice as much time waxing these skis because I've been spending all this time talking, but it really can be that quick. One note about some of these off-track type skis that have a different scale pattern, they have a really long aggressive scale pattern, and or the material is different than what the actual base of the ski is, I do recommend putting some type of a glide wax over the scale pattern, not dripping the hot wax into any of these grooves like you would with the tips and the tails, but just a thin layer of this glide wax. Swix makes a couple different. This is like a paste. This is more of a liquid. I have some more paste in this little package here, but what you don't want is you don't want all that snow if you're going to be in any kind of wet and sticky stuff. You don't want it really to be clumping up underneath the scale pattern. You're not going to go zooming down. It's not like you're going to be out there like a clown slipping around just because you have a little bit of a glide wax on this. But you do want to make sure that this stuff stays free of sticky snow, as well as just making it a little bit smoother as you're gliding or going downhill. You're not dragging this dry base pattern that much. So anyway, these liquid waxes and these simple waxes, like I'll take this paste wax with me tomorrow when I go into the backcountry, just in case for whatever reason what I did tonight isn't as effective, or all of it scraped off because I started out on ice and then it turned a wet slop by midday. I'll take this paste with me, but as a general rule of thumb, I wouldn't use this exclusively on the base. I'd still use the regular wax with the iron and the brushes, but for the scale pattern specifically, using some of this liquid stuff or paste stuff on there is ideal.